Squid Game, the word on everyone's lips, the topic of the town, the main content on the internet, the face of every meme. The thrilling drama has left fans everywhere captivated, with those who've binged the 9-episode series already coming up with their own theories about various aspects of the twisted thriller. That's why it isn't a huge question that more than a month after its initial release, the latest Netflix series is still dominating the internet, and it surprisingly remains the most talked about series, a captivating vision of a polarized society. Netflix's newest smash hit is the latest manifestation of the ever-growing influence of South Korea's popular culture. Epitomized by K-pop sensations and the subtitled Oscar-winning film Parasite, Squid Game's incredible blend of a colorful plot, social allegory, and uncompromising insanity completes South Korea's latest cultural phenomenon. But apart from the social realities that have been mirrored in the show, the storyline, which followed the perspective of one gambling addict/dead inundated man, deeply resonated with almost everyone. Perhaps it might have been the contrast of fighting for your own gain and fighting for others that made the last episode, and the last game as well, to be the most exciting part of the series. Gi-Hun, the main character and also known as Player 456, has showcased that even on someone's darkest and lowest days, there's still goodness that lives within people. Even at the end of the episode, he fought to prove to the old man, Il-nam, the game's founder. Even though Sang-woo might have been the most relatable character among them all, as he depicts the true nature of man in need deep inside our hearts, we always have saluted Gi-Hun for his pure kindness. However, there are some things that you may have missed in the series that weren't originally meant to be noticed at first glance, and you might be surprised what they are. In today's video, we'll show you everything you need to know and may have missed about Squid Game's main character, Gi-Hun, or the infamous Player 456. But before anything else, let me warn you again for the spoilers coming your way. And of course, make sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell for more updates. Now, let the games begin. Number 1. The number 456 seems to follow Gi-Hun everywhere. Squid Game's first episode contains several clues about the fate of Gi-Hun, which includes foreshadowing about his designation as Player 456. The survival drama pits 456 players against each other. They're motivated by Squid Game's 45.6 billion won prize. Many of the competitors appear to have some level of addiction to gambling, but before the games even begin, Gi-Hun is seen stealing money from his mother to bet on horses, and he wins. When Gi-Hun collects his winnings, the total amounts to 45.6 million won. This is the first clue that Gi-Hun, among the hundreds of players involved in Squid Game, will be assigned 456 as his player number, and later on to win the 45.6 billion won prize. The symbolism doesn't end there. While Gi-Hun is the last player chosen for the game, the first is Il-nam, aka Player 001, with whom Gi-Hun shares a close and fatherly relationship. In the final episode, Il-nam reveals to Gi-Hun that he's not just any player, but the billionaire who founded Squid Game. Il-nam admits that he joined the death games for fun, but wasn't lying about having a brain tumor, succumbing to its effects on his deathbed. Number 2. Gi-Hun dyeing his hair red at the end of the game has a deeper meaning than you think. Violent and grotesque, each game in the series tests the strength of the players, challenging them to bet their lives to repay their extensive financial debts. At the heart of each episode is the story of Song Gi-Hun, who hopes to win the competition to pay off his mom's medical bills and be closer to his daughter. Amid death and emotional destruction, one of the biggest changes Gi-Hun makes in the series is the spur-of-the-moment decision to dye his hair an uncharacteristic fiery red, leaving viewers puzzled about the significance behind his new hairdo. But a closer look at his story reveals a powerful double meaning behind the new look. At the start of the competition, Gi-Hun and the other players face off in a fatal game of red light green light in which he barely makes it out alive. As the challenges progress, the games become more difficult, weighing a heavy physical, emotional, and mental toll on everyone involved. Against the odds, Gi-Hun is the only player who manages to make it out of the competition alive. Devastated by his experience, he returns home to find his mother dead and his daughter gone. With all he fought for out of reach, Gi-Hun leaves his fully loaded bank card from the competition untouched for a year, growing out a shaggy beard and mustache and living exactly as he did before the games. After a chilling meeting with Il-nam, the man behind the games, Gi-Hun is able to fully process his grief and keeps his promise to help Song Se-byuk's little brother and Cho Sang-woo's mother, giving them half of his prize money. It's around this time that Gi-Hun makes his big hair transformation, which director Wang Dong-hyuk explained in an interview is a reflection of his inner rage. I thought about this intuitively, thinking about how Gi-Hun should change his hair in a hair salon, he said. I imagined being him and thought to myself, what is the color that you would never choose to dye your hair? Then I came to the conclusion that Gi-Hun would never dye his hair red. It would be the most unexpected thing for him to do. So I chose the color, and I thought it really showed his inner anger. For Gi-Hun, the move was completely unexpected and serves as a powerful symbol for the rage burning inside him after being subjected to such brutal torture. In the final moments of the series, Gi-Hun, ready to move to America to be with his daughter and start a new life, is unable to leave after witnessing another man being recruited for the annual Squid Game competition. Realizing that the games won't end unless someone tries to stop them, he misses his flight and stays in South Korea. Gi-Hun's fate seems pretty open-ended by the end of the show, but it's clear that the game has sunken its claws into him for good. And even though he's won, there's never really an escape. In this case, the red light, aka his hair, signifies his inability to move forward after all he's experienced. Number 3. The jacket loan may have had a deeper meaning. In one of the episodes, Il-nam gives Gi-Hun his 001 jacket, which may have foreshadowed his win. After realizing that Il-nam wet himself, Gi-Hun ties his jacket around the older man's waist to stop the other players from seeing what happened. In return, Il-nam gives Gi-Hun his 001 jacket, which may have foreshadowed how Gi-Hun would become the #1 player at the end of the games. Number 4. His fate of winning the 456 number and borrowing 10,000 won. Though he doesn't die like the rest, Gi-Hun's future is also sort of predicted. He struggles to spend his prize money at first. Earlier in the season, he rejects money from his ex-wife's husband. He later initially refuses to use the money he wins in the game. Gi-Hun asking the banker for 10,000 won in the finale calls back to the moment in the first episode. There's a reason that sum of money sounds familiar. During the final episode, Gi-Hun asked the banker for 10,000 won. This time, he actually gets it. He previously asked for that same amount of money from the loan shark during the first episode and didn't get it. Number 5. Gi-Hun's family photos may be symbolic. Gi-Hun's home has a photo of Gi-Hun by herself, but her mother's home has a picture of her with the family. The photos may symbolize how different Gi-Hun's relationship are with her parents. When Gi-Hun returns home after the first round of the game, a photo of his daughter, Gi-Hun, has been seen by the front door. In the photo, she stands alone. In Gi-Hun's mom's home, there's a photo of the child with her stepdad, mom, and her sibling. The difference between the two photos seems to symbolize Gi-Hun's connection with each parent, a close relationship with her mother and a strained one with her father. Well, that's all for today. We hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, make sure to watch our previous videos on Squid Game. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and smash that notification bell for more videos like this.